All right, y'all, welcome back to the vlog. It is not even 5 o'clock in the morning yet, and I am at the gym. Oh my gosh, so tired. I'm at the gym early because I trained last night. So I always do this on Thursday to Friday. Like, I train the last camp of the night, and then the very next day I train the first camp of the morning, and it's just, that turnaround is just brutal. I try not to have anybody do it. So I just try not to have anybody do it because it's brutal again. So, all that to say is, and I've talked about this before, it's really an irrelevant detail, but I'm going to say it anyway. I didn't finish setting up last night. I got most of the stuff out, but it was already like, when you have a whole gym set up with a bunch of dumbbells and a bunch of equipment, and then you have another workout that has a bunch of other equipment and a bunch of different dumbbells. Like, yesterday was Metcon, so all the weights were light, and today is back and glute, so all the weights are heavy. So we had to clear all the light weights, put out all the heavy weights, like, had to get rid of this and put out this and get rid of this. It's just like, plus we have Reagan running around and everybody else's kids. Like, it's after 7 or nearly 7 when I get off, when camp's over at 6:15. I'm just like, at that point, I'm like, I'm going to do this tomorrow. I can't stay here a minute longer. So anyway, I got here early because I'm like, I'll do it in the morning. I can't. Anyway, that's not even what I came on here to say. Came on here to say, this will be the last 2 video week. I started editing my weekend video, right? Like, I do check-ins to Monday, and then I do Monday to check-ins. I can't do it. Not 4 weeks out. I started editing last night. I saw those raw clips were 1 hour and 21, and I was like, I don't have this in me today. I don't have this in me. And that's like how long my videos are getting. And I'm just like, I can't do this. So this video will obviously drop on Friday, right after check-ins. But after that, y'all are just getting check-ins. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep living like this. Just not where we are in prep. So anyway, that's really all that I came on here to say at this moment. I'm going to finish my coffee in the next minute, and then I got to go in and finish setting up because I have to train for 5 hours this morning. I trained 5 camps this morning. There's an hour in between the first 2 and the last 3, which is when I will do some sort of cardio, like some sort of burn on demand workout. And then we have a leadership meeting. So, I mean, like I said, now it's 5 o'clock and I will not be home until 1 p.m. So I'm just trying to mentally prepare. I brought salad and chicken. This is so dramatic. I brought hard-boiled eggs. They're actually in a plastic bag, but Cass brings me farm fresh eggs. And I think all the people who do farm fresh eggs always need these egg crates. So now I just always save them. So I brought that for Cass so that she has crates. So when I say, hey, can you bring me 18 eggs? She put them in there. Because farm fresh eggs, oh my gosh. Listen, I'm not paying those farm fresh prices at Stater Brothers or Whole Foods, but I surely will pay a friend for farm fresh eggs. They're just so good. Anyway, I gotta go get this gym set up. I gotta get my mind right because your girl is tired, but I'm gonna survive it. We are all gonna survive it. Well, this is Janky. I'm about to go to the gym. I am taking the air bullet. Ghost Pump, Ghost Sour Strips. I told y'all Ghost does a lot of branded collabs too. So this is the Ghost Sour Strips pump. They have a lot of pre-workout collabs, like candy collabs. And then, like I said, I think in The Way, they also do some branded collabs. Yes, baby. Anyway, I am about to dry scoop this pump because I didn't put it in a cup because it's in my car. But there's no scoop in here. So I'm using a leftover Easter egg, and I'm just going to estimate what a scoop is. We're going to estimate it because I'm doing shoulders today. Shoulders are really the only day that I want to get a pump. I think this looks like a scoop. We're going to find out, and we're never going to know. Is there beta-alanine in this? Am I going to be itching like crazy town? No. Citrulline, arginine, taurine, pine bark, glutathione. Okay. There is no beta-alanine. Good. So I'm not going to be itchy like a pre-workout. I'm just going to hopefully be super vascular. I am a little bit, you can't really see it. I'm not that vascular, that's why I can't see it. But I am getting a little bit, but I want it to be more. So anyway. Let's do it. Headed to the gym, like I just said. I got 2 hours to do shoulder skills cardio. So it will be, I'm gonna do shoulders first, and then whatever remaining time I have until an hour left of my time or whatever. Does that make sense? I'm gonna do shoulders first, and then whatever time I have remaining in that first hour, I will spend on skills. So hopefully that'll be like 15 to 20 minutes. And then I'll do an hour of cardio. That was pretty good. Then I'll do an hour of cardio. I actually already did. You should be yielding to me. Remember I told you I stopped turning on my blinker so that people know to yield to me? That person did not yield to me. I already did a 20-minute quick camp, like a boot camp this morning, but I gotta go over an hour. Like, I'm not gonna consistently just randomly like do a ton of extra cardio, but I'm basically, Ruben told me before, do an hour of cardio in addition to your routine practice, skills stuff, boot camp stuff. So today was not, today was supposed to be boot camp. Yesterday was supposed to be, I don't know what's happening. Okay, so SJ gave me one of her onesies. This is how it's styled. This I can get down with, okay? See that way. I also wore a sports bra just because I was already wearing a sports bra. I wasn't gonna take it off. But this is definitely a singlet. This is a wrestling singlet. So I will always be wearing this particular one with a top. All right, I just finished at Powerhouse. It was a good little 2 hours of a little bit of everything. I ran some skills, just very briefly. I did, a couple things. It wasn't really a skills practice. It was literally just 15 minutes of getting some reps done. And then Trader Joe's coming soon. I know I already talked about it, but now we have a new sign out there. Not the sign I already talked about. There's another sign that says coming soon. Anyway, just a couple skills. Then I had shoulders, which killed, had an amazing pump, did a quick quarter turn. And then I did an hour of cardio. So I did 4 minutes on the assault bike, then 35 minutes on the stairs, and then 20 minutes on the treadmill. And I feel good. And that took me actually 2 hours and 2 minutes from the time I dropped Reagan off. You're only supposed to be 2 hours, but we're fine. Now I'm headed home to eat one more meal. It's almost 7 o'clock. Eat one more meal, shower, and go to sleep. I have got to. Y'all, if I'm not under 135 tomorrow, like if I'm not 134 point something, I'm going to be irritated. Again, the scale is less important than what my body looks like, but I'm going to be irritated. Because the scale is like, there has to be fat loss happening. And if the scale's not going down, there can't be that much fat loss happening. I'm not building muscle right now. So, like, yes, you have to base it off of how you look and not just the scale, but at the same time, the scale at this point is going to be an indicator of if I'm losing fat or not. So when the scale's not moving, it's a little bit irritating. But if it's not down, I mean, there's nothing I can do besides keep going. So I'm going to keep going. I had a better day mentally today, so that was good. And actually, someone told me at boot camp, we do our leadership meetings and we do like personal and professional bests. And my professional best was that I felt like in training, I was back. I've been obviously dieting, so just tired. And someone mentioned it. Like, she said, I can tell you're dieting right now. And she wasn't being like, I don't think she meant anything by it. I think she was just saying, like, kind of like, I see you, I know you're tired, like, just keep going, like, push through it. But I was also like, damn, like, I don't want it to bleed into my training. But today, that same person was like, man, you've been on fire the last couple camps. What's gotten into you? And I was like, I don't know, like, just the sun's been out and my playlists have been good. I don't know, like, but I was just happy that that specific person, because she was the person who voiced before that she could tell I was like not myself, that she was like, okay, she's back. So that was my professional best today. So I was pretty happy about that. But get home, eat, recycle this day again for tomorrow. Oh my goodness gracious. I just finished boot camp, so I trained 2, and then I stayed and worked a little bit, and then I took it, and that was very hard, but it was good. I feel like I can tell that my cardio conditioning has majorly improved because I wasn't dying. Like it's really weird. It's a very weird feeling, honestly, because I can tell that my heart rate is moving fast. Like I can feel it in my pulse, but I don't feel out of breath. It's really interesting, actually. Like it's very weird, which I always tell my members, like there's 2 different components of cardio conditioning. There's training to build up what it takes to get your heart rate up, right? Like some people walk up a flight of stairs and their heart rate spikes up. Other people can run a mile and their heart rate, maintains pretty level. So there's that part of it. How much can I do before my heart rate comes up? But then what I think is the more important part, is training to be able to maintain or manage a high heart rate. So not only can I do a lot, does it take more to get my heart rate up, but once my heart rate is up, how long can I withstand that? If I go up to I'd say for me, I think my 80%, I think my max heart rate's 190. I don't remember, but if I'm in the 170, 180 range, I am breathing hard. I am out of breath. But it's some people would get up to that and literally only be able to immediately have to stop. But then it's if you can train yourself to be able to hold on to that 175, 180, that's even better conditioning. And I feel like that's what I was doing today. Not only did it take me a little bit longer to get tired, but I felt like my heart rate was up, but I didn't have to slow down. I could just stay at that high heart rate. So that was pretty interesting. It was an interesting sensation. Like I said, I talked about it when I did my full out. I got halfway through my routine and I was like, oh, I'm not tired yet. That's kind of how I felt today. Oh my gosh, I'm not tired yet. So that was cool. That was cool. Now I'm gonna go home. You know what it is. On Wednesdays, take Reagan to gymnastics. Then I'm gonna go to Powerhouse. I've already done this, little bit of cardio. I'm gonna go to Powerhouse, work skills, run another hour of cardio. And yeah, that's it. Then I train again tonight. We're getting there, y'all. I need this body to shape up. It was 135.4 this morning. I already knew. Remember yesterday, I was like, I need the scale to be in the 134s tomorrow. It was not in the 134s. I went to bed. I weighed myself right before I went to bed. It was 137.6. I already knew it was going to be in the 135s again. However, I took my Cascara Sagrada and emptied my body this morning after I weighed myself. So I'm positive that has a big impact on what the scale has been, because I have not been using the bathroom like normal. And like I said, this morning, I emptied my bowels. Sorry. But that's what it is. So I think that tomorrow, assuming I can keep my digestion in check today, I think that tomorrow we should see the scale go back down. We're going to find out together, right? Oh my gosh, y'all. It's giving long overdue for a hair appointment. I got to ask my mom who does her hair, because I told y'all, after that last situation, that last experience with that lady, I'm not going back to her unless I absolutely have to. And I just haven't asked my mom who does hers. So the hair is overdue, let me tell you. Anyway, I just got off the stairs. So I only have 10 minutes until I have to pick up Reagan. Let's see, I did 16 minutes on the assault bike. I don't think you guys realize how unwell I was. I normally do 4. I do the interval setting, it's a pre-programmed thing. It's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 times, so it's 4 minutes. I do that and then I go get on the stairs. I did that 4 times. So I did 16 on the assault bike, 20 on the stairs. So that gets me to 36. Well, technically 37, because I was on the stairs for 1 minute and then Reagan had an accident, so I had to get off. Then I started back over, so I'm taking it to 37. And then this will get me to 47, I guess. I'll just say 45. So I'll still have 15 minutes, which I guess I'll have to do tonight after I train. I'm going to come back here because I am absolutely not getting on the treadmill at the house anymore. That ship has sailed. Or maybe I'll do one of the Burn Athlete Games workouts. I don't know. I've done very high intensity cardio today, except for this right now, me walking.
everything else that I've done today has been high intensity. So I did burn boot camp for 45, which technically I'll say 35 because I didn't do the warm up and I didn't. So 35 for burn boot camp, but I'm not counting that towards my hour of cardio. Technically I'm over an hour if I count that, but I did that. Then I did the assault bike. Then I did intervals on the stairs. This is the only thing so far that I've done that's like steady state, low impact. So I've like smoked it today, but I feel really good. I feel like lots of energy today. So I'm just like, if I still got it, I'm still gonna give it, you know? Like, if I have the energy to go high intensity, then I'm gonna go high intensity. At some point I'll slow down. But tomorrow is also a rest day. So I was like, if I have a rest day tomorrow, I might as well like go as hard as I can today. I do pose with Sydney tomorrow. That will be my last posing until I book another one. You know, it'll be my last posing session before the show. But I'm just like, you know, it's the last 3.5 weeks. This body has got to do something. I mean, it's coming in for sure. But again, I just got to I got to make myself as hard to beat as possible. And right now I'm not quite there, which is fine. I still have time, but the time is running out very quickly. So I'm just trying to make the most out of every single moment, every single decision that I make. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna pick up the intensity a little bit here, and I will chat with you guys later. Okay, we are back at boot camp, y'all. I am so tired. Let me just try to prop this up. I can't prop it up. I am so tired. I took a nap for literally 6 minutes while I was at home. And I let Reagan run wild. I found her downstairs underneath the dining room table, eating ice cream out of the container, hiding. Hold on, there's kids here. Good morning, people. It is Thursday, the 20th. I just dropped off Reagan at preschool. So I normally drop her off on my way to work. Like we leave at maybe 7:40, something like that. 7:45. I drop her off. I go to work because I have to be there at 8:15. But I was like, I got to do cardio before I go to work. And so I had originally set my alarm for like 4:30. I was going to go do cardio and then come back, get her ready, and take her to school. But then I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to drop her off early. Her preschool opens at 6:30 in the morning. So I reset it for 5:30. Got up, weighed myself, did quarter turns, had coffee. Then I got her up. So I just dropped her off. It's like almost 7. It's just about 7. So I'm just going to go do 30 minutes of cardio really fast. Quick 30, quick turnover to get to work. And then right after my morning sessions, I'll do another quick 30. Then I'll go home. I don't have a straight hour today. I mean, I do have a straight hour today. Like I could do a full hour after I trained this morning, but I also posed with Sydney this afternoon, and I just don't want to pose after an hour of cardio. Today is supposed to be my rest day. My rest day is going to be an hour of cardio. An hour of steady state cardio. I'm not going to try to kill myself today. Like yesterday, I really did it all. That's why I'm like, I'm going to go to the gym and get on the treadmill. I'm not going to go do a boot camp. I'm not going to it's just 30 minutes of easy cardio, 30 minutes of easy cardio. I just need my body moving. I was 134.5 this morning. This sun is crazy. There we go. I was 134.5 this morning. So finally I'm back in the 134s. Hopefully tomorrow I will be at a new low. I am like 3 days out for my period though. So I may or may not be. We're going to find out. I'm happy with my quarter turns today. I've been doing quarter turns in a suit every single day. Unlike last week where I was like, I'm not looking at my body in a suit. I have to figure this back out. Now, I think it's half leanness, like I need to be leaner. And I think it's half posing because I feel like sometimes it does look better. So like if it has looked better during this prep, that means that's a posing thing because I'm continually getting leaner. So it should be continuing to look better. But it's not necessarily continuing to look better. Some days it looks really good. Some days it doesn't look as good. Some days it looks good. Then other days it doesn't look good. So that to me says that's a posing inconsistency. I just can't figure out. I don't know. Maybe I just need to get a good pump for my back to look good. So I don't know. Like I said, I posed a sitting today. So hopefully that will be addressed. Other than that, I'm pretty tired. I didn't eat yet this morning. I should have. I just was in a rush and I was like, oh, I'll just do it. So I'm gonna eat after my cardio. I brought some hard-boiled eggs, so I will just do that after cardio. But yeah, that's really what this morning is. Cardio, train, more cardio, pose, more training, then finally rest. All right, we're about to pose. I'm literally about to call Sydney right now. It's 1:30 right now. I always dread these posing sessions. Like, they're really good. It's not her, it's me. Like, they're just so hard. And it just gives me a lot of anxiety. Like, kind of like the beginning of a routine, like full out. Like, you already know how hard it's going to be, so it's hard. Like, it's hard to look forward to that. Anyway, so I'm not excited. Plus, I'm really tired. I was dead in the middle of a nap. Anyway, I'm gonna call Sid. Another day. I don't think, y'all, like, can you see the dripping? I don't know if y'all can see it. It's literally dripping. It's crazy. Anyway, that was good. All right, good afternoon, everybody. It's still Thursday. So I did that 30 minutes of cardio this morning. Then I went to train. I did not do another 30 minutes. Exhausted is not the right word, but I was just like, I guess exhausted is the right word. I was just feeling physically tired, not sleepy, but physically I was like, I believe that I need to rest before I pose today. So that's what I did. I came home and I ate and then I took a nap. Y'all, I was in REM sleep. Actually, now that I'm recording this, I remembered that I did a clip before posing, so I've already kind of talked about some of this stuff. I didn't say that I didn't do cardio, but I did talk about my nap that I woke up in the middle of to pose. Anyway, now I am headed to get gas and pick up Reagan. Then I train 3 more, and I guess we will see if I'm going to do another 30 minutes of cardio. I don't know. It's a long day for Reagan. Like, she went to preschool early today. She was at preschool at 6:45 this morning. Up and at 'em all day long. Then she's going to come to work with me for 3 hours. So I just hate, like, at the end of that day, also taking her to Powerhouse. Like, it's just a long day for her. So, plus with check-ins tomorrow, like I already said, I just don't like to do a lot before check-ins. I already posed today and I already did 30 minutes of cardio. So we're going to see how I feel. I might do another 30 minutes of cardio. I might not do another 30 minutes of cardio. I have check-ins tomorrow. We'll see if I'm going to hit a new low. I mean, I've been on my diet. But, I start my period in a few days, and when you're about to start your period, like, all bets are off as far as the scale goes. So my body looks good. Posing was amazing. Of course, it was really hard. But I think there's my earbuds. Are these my earbuds? Yes. I think we fixed my back pose. Like, I think I officially figured it out. So thanks to Ruben and Sydney, I think my back pose looks the way that I want it to look. And I'm like, okay, if this is the baseline of what the back is going to look like, then I can get down with that. Because again, sometimes it was looking good, sometimes it was looking bad, and I felt like that was a posing inconsistency. And I'm like, okay, this is it. I know the cues. Now I feel like I can do this consistently. I can replicate this. So hopefully that means, like, game on the pose. And let me tell you, I feel like I am in a back bend. I look like I'm like this, but I literally feel like I am bending backwards like this, which is crazy because when I feel like I'm like this, I look like I'm bent forward. Like, that's the problem, is I look at my poses and I look at my back pose and I'm like, why am I rounded forward so much? And the reality is I'm not rounded forward. That's just what, from that camera angle when I'm upright, that's what it looks like. So it's like, if the camera's down here, you have to bend all the way back to look upright. And so that's the problem, is like when I'm upright from this angle, like if you tilt it, it looks like you're bending forward. So it's like, anyway, I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, it is what it is. Anyway, I feel much better about everything. Even though, again, I like dreaded that posing session, like I always do, but she always drops really good nuggets of wisdom for me. So I gotta keep practicing that. I can't believe we are coming up on 3 weeks out. Like, tomorrow is my 3-week out check-in. And that is, you guys know what I'm going to say, crazy town. Crazy town. 3-week out check-in. I cannot believe this. I got to get a perfect full out under my belt this weekend. And it's going to be one of those practices. I might actually save it. No, I can't save it. I was going to save it. I might save that for next weekend, but that will literally be 2 weeks out. The reason I was going to say I might save it for next weekend is because Ruben is competing that weekend. So he'll be out of town, which means as far as like flexibility of my schedule, I have more flexibility because I don't need to like, I have more and I have less flexibility. I have less flexibility because I don't have Ruben's help. I have more flexibility because I don't have to worry about Ruben's schedule. I can just do whatever I want, right? But 2 weeks out is too close. So this coming weekend, like in 2 days from now, I need to have one of those practices where it's like, we're not leaving till it's good. We're not leaving till it's perfect. Like sometimes I'm just doing it just to get the reps, but this weekend it's like, no, we're not walking out of this gym until we've done it correctly. Hopefully that only takes one try. I've been close enough that I believe I can do that in one try. I really don't want it to take more than one. Because you only get one try on stage, right? Like really should only take one. But anyway, that's all. About to pick up Reagan, kick ass, go train, and maybe rest, maybe do cardio. Come on, 99-cent Prime, 99-cent Bang, and 99-cent Alani New. Happy Friday, everybody. It's check-in day. Check-ins were great, actually. I started my period yesterday, so I'm definitely a little bloaty, a little watery. But, I mean, the legs are looking better. The shoulders looked good. We fixed my back post. Like, I feel like I looked at my check-ins today, and I was like, yes, there she goes. Like, we still obviously have 3 weeks to go to, like, really dial it into what it needs to be on to what it needs to be on stage. But, like, it's definitely it definitely is getting there. Let's see, my weight was 135.4, so that's the same as last week's check-in. Actually, it's the same exact number. So check-in to check-in, like nothing is really amiss. Like the numbers are consistently going down. This was the first week that they stayed the same. Now, of course, during the week, I'm getting these fluctuations. So like I was down to 134 point something yesterday. I've seen the 134s 3 times, but it's never been on a Friday on a check-in day. So, you know, obviously doesn't really matter. Like you just work through it. I am interested to see if we can get to 131 before peak week without forcing it. So when I say without forcing it, I mean, there's ways to get the scale down. Like you can get the scale down just for the sake of getting the scale down. If I wanted to weigh less tomorrow, I could do a few things. One, not eat today, which obviously I wouldn't do that. Not eat today. Or stop eating super early. Like maybe I stop eating at like 4 p.m., right? So I'm basically like super fasted by the time I get on the scale tomorrow. Or I do lots of extra cardio, or I go sit in the sauna and sweat a lot more, right? Like there's ways to get the scale down. I had to do it for powerlifting. I was literally chewing gum so I could salivate and spit in a cup to lose the weight of the spit, y'all. It worked. I made weight. But there's ways, I'm just saying, there's ways to get the scale down that doesn't necessarily mean your physique is impacted. So I'm saying, I wonder if we can get the scale number down naturally, like because my physique is that way, not because I was spitting in a cup for 6 hours trying to make the scale go down. But I'm also seeing today's check-in. I'm also, even though I've always known, right? Like I've always known the scale is just symmetric, like it's just one piece of the puzzle, blah, 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 blah. Seeing today's check-in, it makes it even less important to me, like the scale number, because I'm like, I weigh the same as I did last week and I look better. And I'm on my period. Like, love that for me. Hold on, I think this might be someone giving me a message. Okay, I took a phone call, went home, got Reagan ready for preschool, took Reagan to school. Now I'm back at home and I'm about to eat. So I'm going to close the video. Anyway, check-ins were great. Like I already said, I am about to eat finally my first meal. Ruben is cooking the next batch of chicken. He's about to enter peak week. His first peak week. And then obviously I'm 3 weeks out. This is crazy town. I'm looking forward, of course, to watching Junior Nats and Alabama this weekend. Both are tomorrow. I hope Junior Nats has more than one person. And I have a lot to say about that, but I just gotta get this video done. Alabama, I am really interested. I mean, it's gonna be Cerise or Amber, unless just something crazy happens. I just don't see anybody else getting close to the conversation. I think the rest of the rankings, I think Danielle will be like a solid third, and then the last 3 will be the last 3. But I think the top 2 is gonna be the top 2. And I don't think it's gonna be unanimous. I personally think it's gonna be Cerise. But I think even if it's Amber, either way, I don't think it's going to be unanimous. I think it will be close. I think it will be a nail biter. And actually, Amber last year when she won in a tiebreaker. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Like, I think it's going to be very close. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. The live streams have been purchased. I am ready. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. As usual, like I said, we are going back to one video a week for the next 3 weeks because it's grind time. I got to focus on like bodybuilding more and YouTube and content creation less.